What's happening, my people? So I try to be consistent on here, and usually I'm right on time, at least the day or the day after. Get my reviews out of the episode or whatever. I know it's only about 12 people gonna watch it or whatever, but I still do it for the few people that do take interest. But anyways, I'm late. Shit, I was out of time, man. She went watch Drew Brees break the record and stuff. Had a great time. Anyways, Walking Dead season with 9. First episode, the season premiere. And my first thoughts of this episode, man, like, it looks kind of like a whole new show. Kind of like the cinematography, just the way things are now. But it's positive. Like, it looks like a whole new world. Everything has changed. It has a big time jump. Lil Ass Kicker, she's talking and stuff. She's painting pictures and this and that. Maggie had her baby. A lot of people have gone different places. King Ezekiel and Carol has a relationship. Daryl has taken over for the Saviors. I think reluctantly, but Rick has put him in that position. I think that is going to lead to resentment later on. Because from the previews, it looks like there's going to have something between like Rick and them, and the way that the season ended with Maggie and Daryl looked like they was plotting on Rick in them. So I think that's going to lead to a little resentment and stuff, because they have a lot of different ideologies. Different thoughts. But starting off with the episode, they're in the new civilizations and everything. It's an amazing scene. They're going into the city, and they're going into a museum, and they're going get some things that are necessary, like I don't know the name of it, but different tools and stuff, and they're gonna be able to make copies of these tools and stuff to help them out in their new way of life, because it's kind of old school now. Now they farming, they have windmills for solar power, and they're doing a lot of stuff like that to keep them going. That's how their civilization has progressed. So they're trying to embark on things that's gonna help them. So you see it on the previews and stuff, I suppose. And they was climbing over the glass and everything. The glass broke. Blase. So I don't want to just tell the episode like they kind of normally do that. But yeah, they do that. And on the way out, they get kind of stuck in a place, because some of the roads are washed out and the bridge is gone, and they have mud, and so they're trying to take these big tools across the mud and stuff. They have horses, and it's just not working out. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because there was a member of the community that had a young dude, and he wound up trying to be a hero. I don't want to say trying to be a hero. Like, well, he was a hero. He did a heroic act, and he went back to save one of the horses. Of course, in Walking Dead fashion, let me save the horse. Like, I might get bit on Walking Dead. I'll be honest about that. I might get bit, but it's not going to be a situation where I grab and it wouldn't be like that. Like, I would get like a tooth embedded in me or something. Pause. Is there pause worthy? Like, I would get scratched or something by the walker, and that would in turn make me turn and die. But it would be more like this. Like, I'm reaching for something, and the walker, and I'm hitting the walker, and maybe I hit him in the mouth, and that goes into my skin and messes me up. But it won't be like it always is in The Walking Dead. They're always like, when it's Rick or somebody, when it's a big character, the walker will be right there in their face, and they will survive it. When it's anybody else, it's it gets kind of tedious and repetitive, but people must die. But the thing about that, the dude died, and he's from the hilltop, so Maggie has to go report it to the parents. And the bad thing about that, the woman is kind of turned against Maggie. They had an election, and so they elected like Maggie, the leader of the hilltop. Gregory is still at the hilltop. They have let him back in the community. You know, he was caged up last season, but they let him back in, and he's being devious. He's being mischievous and trying to turn people against him. Long story short, he gets the father to try to murder Maggie. Luckily, Maggie she been a fighter. Maggie, the original group, is fighters. Daryl says it in this episode. He's like, it's too much. He thinks it's getting too much. Rick came to a conclusion a while back, like, we need people. We need people. More of us, we're going to be strong in all this. Daryl is coming to the point where he's thinking, like, I don't think this is the way. Like, we can't produce enough goods. We can't trust everybody. It's too many people. That first original group that we had, we could do anything. And so it's a different in idealism. And I think that's going to lead to problems later on. But, so they try to kill Maggie and stuff. Maggie, she makes it out, and they have an execution. You think that he's about to kill the father that tried to kill her, but she finds out that Gregory was the culprit, and he tried to kill her himself whenever she tackled him. And she took the knife right away from him, and so she hung him. And I think Rick and them is gonna take problems with that also. Like, you think you judge Yuri an executioner, even though I think she did the right thing. They probably should have got Gregory out of the picture, because he's just a negative influence on anything that's going on. But Rick and them figure, like, even he left Negan alive. Maybe that's why she did it. Maybe she's like, she don't want to be a hypocrite. She's like, Negan did everybody wrong, but you left him alive. But Gregory doing everybody wrong. So if I keep him alive, I'm just like Rick. So I guess she like, Rick, this is how it's supposed to go. So she killed Gregory, and she wants him to kill Negan, but he's not doing it. That's gonna be another thing why she's gonna hate Rick, I think. But at the end of the episode, Rick comes to Maggie, and he's like, I know you've been doing a lot. You've been doing a lot for us, and for the saviors and stuff, but we're gonna need you to do a little bit more. Can you supply us with anything you can get, anything extra and stuff? And so she, at the end of her rope, she like, that's the reason her people are turning against her, because they feel like it's the same thing, except for they just giving it freely. Like, whenever Negan was in control, they was taking it, but it was still the same thing. They were producing goods and giving it away. Now it's the same basically. And that's why a lot of people are resenting her. And so she like, look, I'm not gonna keep doing this. That's not my problem. And yeah, if I do this, I'm gonna do it a little bit, but they're gonna have to do something in return. So I think this first episode just showed the way that life is now. But in the long run, this first episode is going to be a catalyst of things to change and things coming to a head. And it's starting off as a good season. But the thing about it is just, we all know they're saying Rick's last episodes. Does that necessarily mean he's going to die? I would assume he's going to die, but we don't know for sure. Don't know. I'm pretty sure he's going to die. But that is going to change the show's trajectory a whole lot. I don't know how they're going to make up for Rick's demise. They're going to try to put Daryl more in the forefront, I guess, and stuff. Can everybody loves Daryl, but Rick he's always been the calming influence and stuff, and I don't know. But I'm liking it so far. But I'm gonna stick around with it, and I'm gonna test it out. I'm pretty sure even when or if they kill Rick and stuff, I'm gonna stick with the show because I've been like all the other fans. Man, we've been on this journey what 7, 8 years, so I can't say I'm just gonna stop right away. Like if it gets like super whack, and I know they're about to cancel it, maybe, but I'll watch it to the end. I'll be like, well, might as well see where it goes. So I'ma still watch the show regardless, but will I be as engaged? I haven't been as engaged lately. I like Fear though. Fear has been great. Last season of Walking Dead was alright, but like this, like 2 seasons prior, like the Savior War and stuff, it kind of weighed on me. Like I felt like they were just dragging. So I hope they don't drag as much this season, but it's starting off on a good foot. But that's enough of me ranting on about this. This is probably gonna be uploaded like Wednesday. I'm way late, but if you do watch this, man, respect, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. Next week I'll be quicker. I'll be right on time, dropping a review on the episode. Holla at your boy. Peace out.